Hi friends, I hope you all remember that there was an event that happened on 18th of September this year. Yes, that's the World Cleanup Day. And as you already know, World Cleanup Day is a people-driven movement which has been taking place for the past 4 years across 180 countries and with the help of more than 50 million volunteers. And this year, my husband also got to take part in the World Cleanup Day in Esslingen, and he met several real-life heroes who made this event a very successful one. So in this video series, you would be watching our interactions with them and what are their experiences and what are their messages to the people. Before we go into this video segment, please do hit the subscribe button if you have not already subscribed. Also, please do give a thumbs up for our videos if you like them. And please don't forget to leave your comments after watching the video. Let's Do It Germany is the German chapter of the wider organization called Let's Do It World. And the chairman of Let's Do It Germany is Mr. Holger Holland. They have been organizing the World Cleanup Day events in the entire of Germany for these many years already. My husband had an honor to interact directly with Mr. Holland, and in this part of the video series, you're going to watch the interview of Mr. Holland regarding the topic of World Cleanup Day.
Hi, Holger.
Hi, Sriram.
Yeah,
I hope.
Yeah, you got it right. You can call me Ram, like the random access memory, if that's easier.
The RAM it's much easier, exactly.
Yeah. And the video is already recording, just so you know.
Yeah, that's fine. I checked it. I checked the checkbox, yes.
Yeah, okay. And I have got some questions with me here. I was thinking if I have already emailed it to you and I checked our chat messages, actually I didn't. So normally I also send this question up ahead so that kind of it gives you some moment to kind of know what's actually coming up. But all simple questions, no tricky ones, I assume.
In the last 2 weeks, all the interviews and all the sessions are just in time, not prepared. We will do it live.
Okay, perfect, great. Okay, awesome. Can you please introduce yourself for our viewers?
Yes. My name is Holger Holland. I'm the chairman of the board of Let's Do It Germany. Let's Do It Germany is the NGO who brings in Germany the World Cleanup Day. This is one of our projects, but it's the flagship project, brings the World Cleanup Day in Germany on the street and to the volunteers.
Yeah, thank you. Can you already mentioned that you are the chairman of the Let's Do It Germany, but can you explain a little more in terms of your involvement with World Cleanup Day? Maybe this is not the first year that you're doing, maybe you're already doing it for a couple of years already. Can you explain about your involvement with World Cleanup Day?
Yeah, I'm in this project since 2017. And so I also organized the first World Cleanup Day in Germany, and so meanwhile the fourth one. And in the topic of cleanups, I'm meanwhile since of 5 to 6 years.
Okay, thank you. What are your major challenges in organizing this World Cleanup Day?
I hope the next 1-2 hours will be enough to answer about these questions. Yes, there are a lot of issues and there are a lot of things to do, and we learn every day. We learn World Cleanup Day by World Cleanup Day and all the time, and things changing really fast. It's a 100% agile project, and every day some things, not everything, but a lot of things are new. And what is the main the main drop, I will say, is to reach the people outside. They are not involved in the topic of sustainable life, to reach cleanup organizations and such, people's, also organizations, also companies, is easy. But to reach out of the box the other side, so 98% of the human society, or also in Germany, to reach these people, this is the biggest issue we have.
Okay, getting the reach. I hope those channels like us can also jump in and help you to get the reach to the people where the World Cleanup Day has not reached yet. Yeah, thank you. And one of the first things when we got to know about World Cleanup Day that got us excited is like, yeah, it's so much trash. It was like this year's statistics, I guess it's still not out. I guess people are still adding up from various countries how much trash has been collected. So until last year, it was 281 kilotons, or like 281,000 tons of trash was collected. How is this trash handled? Like especially in Germany, but also like if you know about the other parts of the world, you could also mention. How is the collected trash handled?
Maybe first I answer the question how we handle the trashes. It isn't our aim to count how much trash we collect. Yes, we know that also only in Germany this year we have more than 1,000 tons collected. Wow. And my team is still counting, and every day comes in the forms and people say, okay, we have 1 ton, 500 kilo, whatever. So it's much more than the last year. Okay, but we also have around about 200,000 people. This is also much more than double more than last year. And then it's clear that we also collect more trash. What is our main aim? Our main aim of Let's Do It World and Let's Do Germany is at the World Cleanup Day is to reach or to activate 5% of the human society to go out on the street and show a sign that we can work together, and that we have a big issue, a big problem, what we have to handle. So this is our main aim, 5% of the human society. This year, e.g. in Germany, we have reached this year 200,000 participants, but our aim is 4 million people. So we have a lot to go.
Yeah.
The question about the trash. So it is that we have in Germany, we have not circular economy, but we have a not so bad trash selecting system, and it runs so far so good, but there's a lot of air to the top. And all the collected stuff from the World Cleanup Day will be burned. It is because this is contaminated trash, and to select and to make to divide it and make recyclate out from them make no sense. The issue is also that the stuff what we find in the nature, on the beaches, in the water, is not clean stuff. It's not good to handle for next circular processes. And so everything what we find on World Cleanup Day is lost. It's a lost resource, and that's the issue. And we show this problem with some artwork. Yes, we have a lot of cities who are like in Berlin. It's built up from the trash, a rail, and so we see in a lot of cities in Germany what people create out from the trash, and afterwards it goes to the trash system, to the local trash management system. We can be happy in Germany that we have a really good trash management. I know what's happening in Indonesia. I see it, what is happening in Thailand, in Africa. There's a lot of work, and not to clean. There's a lot of work to implement management systems that the trash is not ending on the street or on the beaches or in the landscape, because that's the issue. And I think so we can also help with Europe, not only Germany, also in Europe we have a lot of good innovations in this topic and some experience in the last 20, 30, 40 years in the topic of, especially the topic of plastic trash, because this is one of the biggest issues we see, and that's plastic. It's not plastic, it's a plastic pandemic. I will explain like that. After COVID-19, we have, then we will see much more that we will have a problem with plastic, because more than 50% of what we find in Germany and also in the rest of the world is plastic. Bottles, cigarette butts. Cigarette butt is also plastic. Not so much people know that it's plastic. And so also we count in Germany what we find and what is it? Is it a bottle? Is it wood? Is it metal? Whatever. And main issue: cigarette butts, caps from bottles, bottles itself, and plastic.
Like having been directly involved in World Cleanup Day in Esslingen on last Saturday, I can definitely confirm regarding your order of items that you mentioned. Yes, of the things that we collected on the streets. I'm from India, like maybe from my looks of it, you could already say. So in India, there are different kind of trash, but here I feel like when I entered the park, I had a feeling the park is already clean. What I'm going to clean here? And then one of the participant was mentioning, you would know trash if you know where to look. And then when I started doing the work on hand, then I found like it's the cigarette butts and the beer bottle caps or the bottle caps are the biggest trash. And luckily, when we were doing in Esslingen, we were able to separate these things because we were given separate containers and collectors for these things and all the other trash. As you mentioned, Sven, who was organizing it from Zusammen Zukunft Leben, he also mentioned the rest of the trash is going to get burned, but these things, at least the bottle caps and the cigarette butts, because we were able to collect it at the collection point separately, they could be given to the corresponding organizations for the recycling. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, we see it on several cleanups, but not every cleanup can do that, because for that you also need a structure. Yes, I know we will do that in the future much more. We want to have much more deeper look into the trash. We will force the system of audits, trash audits. This we will do by next year. We will change also our system so that the trash monitoring will be a little bit easier, so that we have a better look into, is it Coca-Cola? Yes, it is Coca-Cola. Is it McDonald's? Yes, it is McDonald's. This because I can say these names because I see the whole last weekend everywhere. And yes, there are much more, Nestlé, and I hope I will not forget anybody. Philip Morris, the same, British Tobacco, and so on. All these we will find a lot, and we work together with Break Free from Plastic. They have in the last 3 years developed a really good trash audit system, also on World Cleanup Day, and on World Cleanup Day, and also the cleanups meanwhile of the year, because every day is a cleanup day. Yes, we know that. Keep on cleaning is a very important point also for us as Let's Do It Germany. But once a year, this is our motto, 3, 2, 1. Yes, third Saturday in September, 2 hours, once a year, and together clean up with the whole world. This is how we make in Germany the story much more easy to understand.
That's fantastic. In fact, that's fantastic. In fact, you are answering also some of my questions that I have for later. So, but still, I would like to kind of go through. I guess you did mention already regarding the role of the World Cleanup Day. That was supposed to be my next question. But is there some words that you want to just summarize it so that people remembers, because reiteration is also a good thing when people are watching this video. So what, in your perspective, in your view, is the role of the World Cleanup Day? I know you have also already mentioned it during our talk, but just to summarize it.
Yeah, World Cleanup Day brings people together. Not only people, because every people has a first life. You go to work, everybody works for a company, and everybody, and another one is a politician, a political speaker, spokesman, whatever. And so every people in the world, and also the politics level, the government, and also the companies must come together and find out the solution how we can handle the trash management worldwide, because on the world, meanwhile, around about 8 billion people are living. This needs a really tricky system, and also on the trash side, also on the last side. So we have to figure out how to handle it, and we can only do that together. So politics, civic society, we are the civic society, and governments must come together. And World Cleanup Day is a really good network event. I see it last week, and we had on the cleanup, I was on the spot in Cologne, and there were companies, there were politics, there were civic society volunteers, and people talk each other. And so from the base, from the dialogue and from the doing, World Cleanup is a doing event. So doing and dialogue can handle or can make possible the change. If we really want to change our society and the management, change management, then World Cleanup Day is the best and easiest starting point. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Next, perhaps off my list, one of the only tricky question that I have, but maybe you also have hinted it at the question: everyday impact or one big World Cleanup Day? Which one would you go for? Everyday small impacts or a one big World Cleanup Day?
First point, also the view to the civic society is every people in the world can be part of the change, because everybody can do something, small things, middle things, bigger things. And to spread out the word Cleanup Day is really good, because then the impact, and also the media, we see it last weekend, the media comes not for free, the politics change not for free, the companies change not for free. You need a pressure event, and this is the idea of we bring 5% on street, and then politics and companies must change the mindset and the market. And this is what everybody of us can do. Every day, if you go to store, if you select what you buy, if you select what you trash away, in these small steps, you can start the change. And if we do this together, everybody, then the change is possible.
Yeah, thank you. I know it was a tricky question, and even in our view, like one cannot do without the other. Probably we need both. Okay, and even the next question. So you have the habit of answering the next question already upfront. Looks like my next question here is: what is your message to all the viewers of Yours Lovingly Pavi YouTube channel? What's your message to all the viewers?
Every third Saturday in September, 2 hours, once a year, let's go out together and clean the world and show a sign that we are the civic society and that we want to change the mindset of the companies and the politics.
Thank you. And one last question: is there to someone that you want to send a message through our YouTube channel? Anyone specific, or it could still be an organization or a common message? The common message you have already given, but is there anybody or any organization or somebody in specific, maybe group of people that you want to send a message to through our YouTube channel?
The problem is, if I start now, then I'm here in the channel the next days, because the problem is if I forgot somebody, then the issue is big. But I will use it for the case of networking and come to closer to the political level and to the company level. Because this year, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, Ursula von der Leyen, European Commission President, takes over the patronship of World Cleanup Day in Germany and worldwide. It was really close to the World Cleanup Day, but it's still next year, so it wasn't enough time to make out more from this information, because this shows also with the European idea of a Green Deal and the Climate Pact, also as my role as a Climate Pact ambassador for Germany. I'm really happy to talk more and find more relation to our new patron, Ursula von der Leyen, for next World Cleanup Day, to bring the story more about more out in Europe and worldwide. So come, yeah, it would be really cool if we can get closer.
Fantastic. Thank you for taking out your time and coming over for our YouTube channel interview. And we appreciate your contributions and your inspiration. I hope through this video would reach not only the people in Germany, but also out in the world. Let's all together make this world better. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ram, for your work and for your idea. And also let's come closer also together, and let's look what we can do maybe also together here for Germany and also in Europe, and let us be in touch.
Thank you very much, Mr. Holger Holland, for your time and for the interesting interaction. Dear viewers, I hope that you enjoyed this enlightening experience sharing session as much as I did. For me, there were two takeaways from this interview. One is the need to be a change agent. So the primary goal of the World Cleanup Day is to mobilize 5% of the people rallying behind the World Cleanup Day in order to motivate the government and the corporations to take the issue of solid waste seriously and to tackle the solid waste problem. The second one is the motto 3, 2 and 1. 3 stands for every third Saturday in September, 2 stands for 2 hours, and 1 stands for once a year. Together with the world, a big World Cleanup Day. So these were my takeaway points from the video, and I would definitely like to know what were your takeaway points from the interview. When you have any points, please do mention it in the comment section below. If you've got any specific questions to Mr. Holger Holland, please do leave it in the comment section below and we can address it to him and get you the answers. And it's time that we become a change agent ourselves by sharing this video about World Cleanup Day to many people possible. If you like my videos, please do give a thumbs up and share my videos with your family and friends. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And until the next video, it's yours lovingly, Pavi.